Hello there everyone and welcome back to another episode of DML. So we have a new boss challenge and a brand new divine chest that has just come out in DML. So this is pretty much what we predicted it was going to be. So in this final divine chest we have a week to get all the contents out of it, and the main dragon out of this, the big divine guy, is indeed the Zeus Dragon. So I imagine a lot of people are going to be like spending all of their divine tickets like ASAP. But along with him, you also have the chance to get the Revelry Dragon, the Sunset Dragon, which has kind of a weird design, and then we have the Heliotrope Dragon as well. And so this one is the 40-piece card dragons and the other two are the 80-piece ones. And as per usual, with the other chests, we've got decorations that you can earn, some divine gacha tickets, food, gold, and Dragon Fury Essence, which is obviously very, very good for map fights. But I unfortunately spent like all of my tickets yesterday, so I won't be able to open up any of these ones. But if you're going for any of these dragons, you know, I wish you the very best of luck with getting them as quickly as you can. But we do have the final boss challenge as well. So in this one, we've got the Nightshade Dragon and the Warlord. Well, I said the final one, but this is either going to be the final one or there's going to be 1 week more of the boss challenge. But in this first fight here, it's pretty much every available element you can use, which is pretty good. So these fights are going to be pretty easy, the ones that have like all elements that you can use. But as per usual with these boss challenges, there are going to be certain fights that are going to be that little bit more difficult. So we'll have to check on the DML wiki which ones we can actually do, because between these fights it's 2 hours and 23 minutes, and we've got 4 days to complete this boss challenge. So there aren't too many fights that you have to do, so a lot fewer than a couple of the other challenges. So I do have the DML wikis page up. So this is the 5th challenge, and the waiting times between battles is 2 hours 24, total of 4 days to do it. And these are the allowed elements for every single fight. I think I zoomed in a little bit too far. But for the first 4 fights, you can use all of those elements. And then we're moving on to like 4 elements, 2 elements, and metal and shadow and stuff like that. But from what I can tell, it seems like we'd actually be able to do this one because we have light, we have shadow, we got plant, we got fire. So for me, I'm finally going to be able to finish off one of these boss challenges because the last couple have not been too kind to us. But if you do want a full listing of all the allowed elements, make sure you check out the DML Wiki's Mount Dragolympus section, which is where I'm looking at right now. And again, it's just way down at the bottom under the 5th challenge heading. But as per usual with those as well, it's not like you have to do all too much. It's just, you know, come back every 2.5 hours, do another fight, and then wait another 2.5 hours, do another fight until you finish it up. And you can skip the waiting time for 10 gems as well if you want to. I'm not going to be doing that today, but, you know, if you just want to get it over and done with, don't want to have to worry about it, and want to guarantee that you are going to get all of the pieces, then, you know, there you go. Well, by pieces I mean tickets. I keep saying one thing and meaning another. I don't know what's wrong with me today. But either way, you know, this is the final divine chest as far as we're aware. But, you know, I'm still waiting to find out what is happening with the Apollo Dragon, which is the little purple guy with the harps on his back, because I'm still wondering, how is he going to be released? Very weird. Very weird indeed, and obviously soon enough it is going to be the end of the divine event as a whole. I'm pretty sure the Aphrodite stuff is going to be like the last week worth of divine event thingies to do. So after that, we're going to be back to normal, just doing the good old-fashioned day-to-day DML stuff, and you know, maybe we'll see an event like this again in the future, you never know. But, you know, at the end of everything, I guess we'll probably, like, think about it and sum up, like, all of our thoughts on the events as a whole, because, I mean, we've never seen anything like this in DML, like, ever, and all these events that they brought out are, like, very different And even the castle event was different in quite a few ways to the previous ones, so there have been a lot of changes, and it's not just the same, let's do a solo event this week, let's do a castle event this week, let's do clan events this week, you know? I think it is important that games sort of bring out different spins on events so that people can stay a little bit interested, and, you know, although I may not fully agree with what happened with the divine chest debacle, you know, at the same time, it is something that we've never actually had in the game before, so I'm not going to be really negative about it or anything like that, because, you know, at the end of the day, it is their first attempt at it. They can always rework chests in the future, or, like, use them in some way for a different event, who knows, but, you know, I just feel like it's better than the monotonous sort of doing a fight every day and then like that's it. Even though boss challenges, admittedly a little bit boring, I will admit, but you know, I think it's cool. We got some new dragons out of it. We're gonna finally, soon enough, finish off that calendar event for the Hypnos as well, which is gonna be nice. And you know, for people that did invest the money to getting all of the 3 divine dragons out of the divine chest, you know, I'm sure you're gonna be happy. And that's a good thing, because even if the rest of us can't enjoy them, at least you'll get to enjoy them yourself, and probably stomp everyone when you get the Zeus Dragon. Feels bad, but, you know, in general, there's not a whole lot extra for us to do. It's just, you know, there's the possibility to get new divine dragons, there's a possibility to do a special boss event, so, like I keep saying, it's not like it's too in your face about everything. And you can just ignore the divine events as a whole if you want to. I mean, it's not abrasive, it's just in the bottom right hand corner, which I'm actually quite a fan of. But on top of all of that as well, we do actually have another limited time event. So this is a feeding event for the Burger Dragon, which, you know, is also another dragon that I am massively, massively fond of, because he has such a weird design, and his egg, I've said it before, how the heck can a dragon produce an egg that has, like, onion and tomato and bacon on it? Weird. I love it so much. But you can get a divine ticket out of it, which is just 1 extra, but that 1 extra may be the difference between you getting a dragon or not. And plus, this is just a regular event, so not VIP or anything, just anyone can join it, which is pretty nice. And I don't know why we're randomly getting one on a Monday, but not gonna complain. Definitely not gonna complain. It's like, if you give me the opportunity to, you know, have extra stuff in the game for, like, no reason, you know, what is the point in complaining about that? I know some people are sometimes like, look, too much is going on, too much of this, too much of that, but, you know, when it's something like a feeding event or, you know, gold spending event, like that, that's pretty much nothing. You can ignore it if you don't want to do it. But, no, I'm going to enjoy the rewards that we can get after we participate and all that. I'll be able to open 1 of those divine chests for the Zeus Dragon, which is going to be, like, pointless at this point, but, you know, it is what it is anyway, but, you know, what I haven't asked in a few days, can you guess what it is? Can you guess what I'm going to say? Here it is. It's my typical, how are you doing? How have you been doing these past few days? Because, you know, I've been live streaming, doing other stuff, and I always get asked, you know, Quacks, how are you? What have you been doing, Quacks? How are you feeling? But, you know, I always like to take at least a few minutes of my time every few days to ask how you're doing. How's your game going? How is your relationship with your mother going? I don't know, something along those lines. I'm not going to get too personal in case it's bad. It's like when you take an interest in some people's lives and then they legitimately just, like, tell you everything, and it's like, whoa, I was expecting, like, I'm good, not a, please help me, I hate life, or something along those lines, you know? Sad situation, but sometimes it does cause you to get in a little bit over your head. If you, like, ask someone, like, how's it going? How's your day been? It's like, oh, terrible. Terrible, terrible, and then they'll just rant for like an hour. I think you get what I'm trying to say, at least. So, You know, you can still tell me if you want to. That's up to you. Just, if I get like 100 messages all the same thing, might take me a little bit of time, but I'm sure I'll get around to it eventually. But I just want to get these fights out of the way. Like, the sooner we get all of these blue map fights done every day, the sooner I could say, look, you've done them, you don't have to feel like you're not doing anything. Because I often feel like this. I feel like I should be doing more actually in-game in terms of fights and food and dungeon stuff and all that, but, you know, at the same time, I don't know. I don't know if I can force myself to play this game for like 4 hours a day without going crazy. So, you know, I think it's just one of those things. Just gotta sit through it, and instead of me feeling bad for not doing as much as I want to do, you know, that's just how I play this game. Whether you're a person that plays this game for like 8 hours a day and has like 2,000 friends so that you can always get 200 portal gems a day. No, I know that's impossible, but if you could. Speaking of which, I have like no portal gems myself. I will help you with that. I am not going to join a different clan. Like, my own clan is full. Why would I join a different clan? I don't get it personally, but whatever. You know, people will be people, and I'm sure I'll still get invites to other places anyway. But anyway, I'm probably going to end it there for now, but like I said, very best of luck with opening up these divine chests. I realize just how much some people want this Zeus Dragon, so, you know, if you end up like 10 chests off or something like that, maybe the little bit extra to invest into it wouldn't be such a bad idea, because, you know, I know a couple of people that have invested a lot of money into opening all 3 of these divine chests, so if you can, like, if you've managed to collect enough tickets to, like, spread the cost out really well, and you only have to put on, like, I don't know, let's say like £15 bundle, or maybe the 1,800 bundle, or just the clam, if that's enough, then, you know, I think that's probably going to be a good investment for your future level 80 Zeus Dragon endeavors. Until the day they bring out a Divine Shadow and Light Dragon, you know, you're pretty much going to be unstoppable, because he's going to have the highest base stats in the game. But anyway, guys, for now, hope you enjoy all the extra stuff, and until next time, I will see you then.